My next guest was a whistleblower at the IRS. This was back in 2023. He spoke out about the Justice Department slow-walking the investigation into Hunter Biden's taxes. Gary Shapley, is the whistleblower, and Gary joins me now. You've been promoted at the Treasury Department. I guess you feel vindicated?
Yes, sir. I mean, Secretary Bessent bringing Joe Ziegler and I over as senior advisors really shows his dedication to attacking the fraud, waste, and abuse at the IRS, and we're really happy to be in that role.
You've been promoted, essentially.
Yes, sir. Yeah, senior advisor to Secretary Bessent. I mean, I could have never imagined getting such an honor, and we're really looking forward to helping him and the administration really attack the culture of complacency that this endemic in the IRS is just unacceptable, and the lack of accountability needs to be addressed, and that's what we've been tasked with, Joe Ziegler and I.
Well, can you depoliticize the IRS?
Absolutely. Right? Like, it didn't start like that. It's not supposed to be like that. And, the interests of this administration is to ensure that the political elite are not receiving special treatment. And that's part of what we're tasked with, the weaponization of IRS.
Now, President Trump and Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, they're expected to launch the External Revenue Service, the ERS. They'll launch it on April 2nd. Listen to what they said about it. Roll tape, please.
April 2nd is just around the corner, and that's American Liberation Day. That's the day when the rest of the world starts to treat America with respect.
The External Revenue Service. We're going to take in a lot of money from the outside, and that's going to keep our taxes low, and I think getting a lot lower. It's going to be a lot of money, and the external will take care of the internal to a large extent. So I think it's going to be a beautiful transformation.
Well, Gary, let me get this straight. Money from tariffs flows into the External Revenue Service. How is that money then used?
Yeah, so the way that's going to be set up by the Commerce Secretary is, I'm not really involved with that, but I'm sure they have a great plan put forward, and if I expect it to work exactly how they say it's going to work.
Any idea how much money these tariffs might bring in?
No, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm with the Internal Revenue Service, and I know that last year we collected $5 trillion, and that's the information that I have.
Tell me about what is it when you're audited? I understand the IRS might be somewhat limited in its staffing. Does that mean audits are going to be limited?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that there's any limitations here. I think that the administration's really making decisions that are going to be best for the American people in terms of the IRS. And with Secretary Bessent really taking this action with Joe Ziegler and I to help him come up with efficiency and reducing redundancy at the IRS, I'm sure that the American people are going to be very happy with what this administration does.
Okay, we'll take it from there. Gary Shapley, thanks for joining us, sir. We appreciate you being with us today. Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.